On March 6, 1981, Marianne Bachmeier killed her 7-year-old daughter's killer. Immediately, Bachmeier became an infamous figure. His subsequent trial, which was closely watched by the German public, raised the question: was his effort to avenge his son's murder justified? 40 years later, the case is still remembered. German media outlet NDR described it as the most spectacular case of vigilante justice in post-war German history. Bachmeier's case divided public opinion. Was the shooting an act of justice, or was it dangerous vigilantism? Bachmeier's case divided public opinion. Was the shooting an act of justice, or was it dangerous vigilantism? Before she was christened Germany's mother of revenge, Marianne Bachmeier was a struggling single mother who ran a pub and, in the 1970s, Lübeck, a city in what was then West Germany. She lived with her third child, Anna. Her two oldest children were given up for adoption. Anna was described as a happy, open-minded child, but tragedy struck when she was found dead on May 5, 1980. According to NDR, the 7-year-old girl skipped school after an argument with her mother that fateful day and somehow found herself in the hands of her 35-year-old neighbor, a local butcher named Klaus Grabowski, who already had a prior criminals involving child sexual abuse. Investigators later discovered that Grabowski kept Anna in his home for hours before strangling her with pantyhose. Whether he sexually assaulted her or not remains unknown. He then hid the child's body in a cardboard box and left it on the bank of a nearby canal. Grabowski was arrested that same night after his fiancée alerted police. Grabowski confessed to the murder, but denied having abused the child. Instead, Grabowski told a strange and disturbing story. The killer claimed he strangled the girl after she tried to blackmail him. According to Grabowski, Anna tried to seduce him and threatened to tell her mother that he had molested her if she didn't give her money. Marianne Bachmeier was outraged by this story, and a year later, when Grabowski went on trial for the murder, she took revenge. The Grabowski trial was probably a headache for Bachmeier. His defense lawyers argued that he acted out of a hormonal imbalance caused by hormone therapy he received after being voluntarily castrated years earlier. At the time, sex offenders in Germany were often subjected to castration to prevent reoffending, although this was not the case with Grabowski. On the third day of the trial at the Lübeck District Court, Marianne Bachmeier took a .22 caliber Beretta pistol from her bag and pulled the trigger 8 times in front of the judge and everyone present. 6 of the shots hit Grabowski, and he died on the courtroom floor. Witnesses alleged that Bachmeier made incriminating comments after shooting Grabowski. According to Judge Gunther Kruger, who spoke to Bachmeier after she shot Grabowski in the back, she heard the grieving mother say, "I wanted to kill him." Was Bachmeier a distraught mother simply trying to avenge her daughter's brutal death? Or did her act of vigilantism make her a cold-blooded killer? Many expressed sympathy for his motives, but still condemned his actions. The court finally convicted Bachmeier of manslaughter and sentenced her to 6 years in prison in 1983. In June 1985, Marianne Bachmeier was released from prison after serving only half of her sentence. Bachmeier was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. With little time left, Bachmeier asked Lucas Maria Boehmer, a reporter for NDR, to film her last weeks alive. She died on September 17, 1996, aged 46. She was buried next to her daughter Anna. Leave your like and subscribe for more incredible videos.